Good morning to all present here. Think big, trust yourself, make it happen. With this, let us start this workshop by invoking God's blessing through the prayer song.
श्री महेश्वरी वासवी नगरीश्वरी परमेश्वरी कामितातमुलिच्छि ब्रोममु कन्यका परमेश्वरी देवदेवी महेश्वरी जगदीश्वरी भुवनेश्वरी काववीममु एल्लवेळल कन्यका परमेश्वरी बालचन्द्र किरीटधारिणि भव्य सुन्दर रूपिणी वैश्यवंशयशोभिवर्धिनि कन्यका परमेश्वरी श्रीमहेश्वरि वासवी नगरीश्वरी परमेश्वरी कामितार्थमुलिच्छि ब्रोममु कन्यका परमेश्वरी
Thank you, Rupasri. Now I call upon Anusha NSS Secretary Shift 1 to welcome the gathering.
Good morning to one and all present here. I would like to welcome our beloved guest of the day, Mrs. Anita Bai, MBA, MPhil, UGC, NEET, PGP, PR. We heartily welcome you, ma'am. I also welcome our every supporting corresponding Sri Otuku Strat Kumar sir, Principal Dr. P. Mohanasri ma'am, Vice Principal Dr. P.V. Vanita ma'am, and MV Napini ma'am. And I also welcome our faculties and students who are ready to render their activity participation. It gives us MC and great pleasure to welcome you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Anusha. Now I call upon Gunamati to introduce the resource person for today's webinar.
I feel honored in introducing our resource person for today's event. Let me introduce Mrs. Anita Bai, MPhil, UGC, NET, PGD, PR. More than 8 years of extensive experience in the field of academics, education, as well as the financial services industry's startup ecosystem. Imparting knowledge gained through these years as well as the striven hard work to be a part of continuous learning and development in the knowledge industry. It has been her endeavor to be best by performing efficiently, creatively, and effectively to achieve the set objectives with a win situation. She completed her academic BBA at University of Madras, PG Diploma in Public Relations at Bharatiyar Vidya Bhavan on April 2002. MBA at Bharatiyar University. She is a gold medalist at her MBA, MPhil at Alagappa University, PhD at Mother Teresa Women's University on 2022. She started her experience in academics as a lecturer at Dhanalakshmi Srinivasan Engineering College, Perambur. Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, GSS Jain College for Women. Assistant Professor as a Department of Business Administration and HRM at Dr. Bharatiyar Janaki College of Arts and Science College for Women. Guest faculty at Pondicherry University and Loyola College. Now ma'am has working as an Assistant Professor, Department of Social Entrepreneurship, Madras School of Social Work.
Thank you, Gunamati. Ma'am, the session is over to you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. It's good morning to all. Myself, Anita. Hope you had a small introduction about myself. I'm the department, I'm representing the Department of Social Entrepreneurship, Madras School of Social Work. And this is a topic which is very interesting and very close to my heart. So we have in the Department of Social Entrepreneurship, we train students on the social entrepreneurial activity. This is coming at Madras University. So I hope here around the students are part of NSS. And I worked as an NSS program officer when I was in previous college. So this is very unique and very interesting group of people. Hope you all know what is the importance of NSS in the college extension activities. And there are a lot of extension activities in college, but you being part of the NSS is one of the best thing. And also you are selecting NSS, you become one of the promising citizen of the society. So without creating much, I'm sharing my screen so that we can see. I just want to set the background of the topic, why I selected understanding social innovation today. So as NSS students, you all will be working closely with the community. So you all know the first-hand knowledge of what is the problems faced by the community, and also you can be a problem solver. So this topic I have selected, why? Because you need to develop that problem solving skill of the society, and also you can explore more in that area where you can contribute. Okay, give me a minute, I'll share the screen. Okay, hope the PPT is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so I need I need you to give 2 or 3 points. So the learning objective of this whole webinar will be to understand the social innovation with the examples from India, and also why social innovation, why we need that. Okay, I need inputs from you all in this juncture. What is the speciality of India? Put it in chat box. If possible, open your mic and you can tell as such, whichever is feasible. What is the speciality of India? I need few inputs. Right, cultural diversity. Good. Thank you, Aparna.
Agriculture, ma'am.
Agriculture, yeah, one of the aspect is agriculture. Yes, we are having a very diverse agriculture aspect. I'm seeing around hundreds of young, energetic youngsters. There is nothing wrong and right answer here. Shall we have 1 or 2 more so that I can move to the next slide? Largest democracy in the world, Ashika, good. Thank you for that. Creation and innovation, innovative persons. Yeah, we are having a lot of creative and innovative persons in the world, right? Few more. Okay, so we move to the next slide. In India, we are having lot of problems, and we are having huge population. So if you see the youngest age group in the world is now India is having the youngest world group, and that also highest number of youngest person in the world. And we are having lot of problems there. So this shows us that we are having huge opportunity to innovate and also to solve these problems. We need to have a different kind of mindset, not only solving the problem, and also we will be moving to the next level. So that is why the social innovation, to look into what social innovation and also what social entrepreneurship we will be looking into. Hope you all will be familiar with Mahatma Gandhi, right? So we will be knowing a father of a nation. If you consider what is a social entrepreneurship or social innovation, he is the person who long back itself, he brought this kind of innovation into our society. So he innovated Satyagraha, then he initiated the Khadi village industry and developed the importance of this social innovation. And also now we can see Khadi and village industry linking into the state, and we are having a very good aspect in that, developing the region. He looked into the regional development mainly. Next, any of you familiar with this person? This is Vinoba. He started Acharya Vinoba Bhave. He started the initiative called Bhudan. He voluntarily traveled across India. This is a social innovation where he want to give land to the landless. So voluntary donation, he got lands from who is having, and he have given it to who is not having the land. This is a social innovation. So we will see the theoretical aspect at the end of the seminar. So I just want to give you a lot of experience so that you can relate to the theory, and then we will come back. You are familiar with this person? Our own Kamarajar. So he initiated the midday meal system. Hope you all know the story of midday meal system, how he initiated that. He was traveling one day in the rural part of Tamil Nadu, and he was waiting for the railway crossing. So then he was sitting in his car, he looked out and he saw a kid who is playing there. He just called him and said, like, you are supposed to be in the school, why you are here? Then the kid answered, like, he's very studious. He said, like, sir, if I'm going to school, who will be providing me food? So I am working for the food. So immediately he thought, okay, this need to be solved. And during that time, Tamil Nadu faced a drastic level of nutrition deficiency in kids, and also women are not having job opportunity. So what he thought is he want to solve all these problem. Education rate, students dropping out of school is increasing. Then nutrition deficiency is there, and also he want to empower women. So he thought he need to find out a solution to solve all these problems. So he come back to Chennai. He had a meeting with the officers, and he initiated this midday meal system. If the midday meal system is there, student will come to the school for at least for the lunch, which is provided, and that makes them, the education problem will be solved. And the nutrition deficiency, by giving a food nutritious meal, that also can be solved. And those who are cooking is women from the local area, so village, and they will be getting job opportunity to work in the school. So one solution, he solved 3 problems. So midday meal system, one of the best social innovation happening is now, it is the lot of different states also taken this, and they have did this. And now we are having one of social entrepreneurial activity, which is part of this midday meal system, is Akshay Patra Foundation, which is a social entrepreneurial activity, which is taking care of the midday meal system and bringing this midday meal system across different states. They are combining with they are having coordinating with the states, and they are bringing that thing to the states. Now, this is one of the sector. He is a pioneer. He's a doctor. Dr. V. Govindappa Venkataswamy. He is the founder of Aravind Eye Hospital. I don't know how many of you are familiar with Aravind Eye Hospital. It is founded and it is situated in Madurai, but now we are having a lot of branches. He is initially he was working with the military, and because of some problem, he then quit the service, and he taken up the ophthalmology, and now he started the Aravind Eye Hospital after he retired from the government service. So he thought that the blindness caused in people, the majority of the blindness is due to a simple problem, which is cataract. And that can be solved easily with the intervention of a lens. So then he thought, okay, what can be done in that area? So he thought he want to bring this cataract operation across the rural people and also those who are not able to afford the operation. So he surgery. Then he thought he brought it this, he started the Aravind Eye Hospital. And this is well known for the high quality, high volume and low cost service delivery model. It is one of the best model across India, across world. And what he did is he found that the cost of the surgery, only the lens is the highest cost. So he want to bring down the cost of the lens, and he worked backward integration he did. He found out the best way of producing the lens at his own place, and he initiated that. This is one of the best model of social innovation and also best model of social entrepreneurial activity, where he is having two method of service delivery. One is free service and one is about the paid service. Anyone can walk into the Aravind Eye Hospital and get both the service without any questions asked. If you want to pay, you can pay. If you are not able to pay, you can have the free service. The services quality is very good. Both of them are equal quality. And he looked into how he can produce more in the line of eye care, and he is having a research facility, and he also producing, basically he's one of the best topmost producer of eye related medical aspects. And he also providing employment opportunity to the rural women. So he take women, especially in the after schools, after +2, after 10 student, he will be training them and he will be employing them in the hospital across the different branches of Aravind Eye Hospital. So, and in social innovation, solving the medical problem, the eye surgery, and also employment problem of the rural women. This is one of the best model of a social innovation. Hope you all know this person. You might be remembering that Utterly Butterly. It is Utterly Butterly Amul. He is the person who initiated our decision, Varghese Kurian. He initiated the process of cooperative model of this dairy collection, and also Amul is one of the output of that. And it is a successful model of cooperative governance, like how it can be done with the cooperative and also community participation. So this is one of the best model of empowering people in the rural area and also giving them opportunity to be part of the revolution. So she's Ella Bhatt. She's the founder of Self-Employed Women Association, that is SEVA. This is the largest organization which is collectively helping the informal workers in the world to be giving them a platform to express and also to make it as a formalized activity. And this is Harish Hande. This is one of the social innovation where he used solar power and also smokeless cooking stove, which help the rural people to have more energy efficient way, and also helping them to contribute to the environmental cause also. This is Bankar Roy. His model of innovation is very, very unique. What he did is he found out that the technology, if it is simplified, we can teach people to make products out of it and also thereby empowering women. That is demystifying and decentralizing technology. What he do is he train women in solar assembling, solar machines assembly, and also he train women to deploy these things in the villages. So that a two-way he is empowering women, and also he is bringing energy efficiency in the rural part. And also this makes them where there is no electricity, we are using the solar power to have electricity, and that will help them to develop. So now we have seen, okay, so now I take a pause. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you one question. So far, we have seen so many people's innovations and what they have done. So what is your input of what is your idea of social innovation? Put it in chat box. You have seen a lot of innovations models and also people innovators and founders. What is your input in this? Okay. Okay. So if you are, I'm rephrasing a question. Post in the chat. What is the problem, the problem which you saw or you face? Okay, Anusha have given giving back to the society, social entrepreneurs. Wow, good. Giving back to the society is one of the best, one of the topmost thing which they do, right? Social entrepreneurs, they are all one-way social entrepreneurs. They are looking into creating a value for the social, and they find real problems, and also that real problems, they are finding real solutions which can be deployed, right? Now, students, we are having hundreds of students. I need input from you. Whatever the problems you are seeing closely in your community, whether you can post it, problems you see or you face in your close community. We are not looking into problems of different areas. We are looking into the problems of which is close to our circle. It may be a road transport problem. It may be electricity. It may be a water. Okay. Problems which is close to you, close to your community or close to you, where you see the problem. Quality education due to poverty. Okay, so poverty is one of the best, one of the aspect which is which is not giving equal opportunity to have a quality education. Okay, for the social entrepreneurs, their motive was not only profit, they are looking into social good. Pollution, yeah. Pollution, one of the major problem, pollution, okay. We are having quality education, traffic, pollution. Cleanliness, okay, right? Okay, so we had a lot of here we have given, they have given pollution, cleanliness, quality education, traffic. So we need to now pause and look into how we can be a problem solver for this, or at least how we can avoid these things, or can find a solution for all these things. Right. So now social innovation, it's a process of developing and deploying effective solution and often systematic social and environmental issues. So that is what we are looking into, giving them a effective solution for the problems. So we need to identify the problems, and also we need to identify the correct problem first, then we will look into the solution for that problem. So why? Because we are talking about this, identifying problem is the first aspect which we need to do, because if we are not identifying a proper problem, we are not going to find a proper solution. So first level is identifying the problem. When you go to the community, when as NSS students, when you visit the community, you need to see what is the problem they are facing. You will be visiting, for the NSS students will be visiting the community for camp, rural camp, where you will be visiting different people in the community. And we need to talk to them and we need to identify what is a problem they are facing. So you all will be involved in a lot of environmental awareness campaigns, a lot of campaigns you will be doing, all these things. First, as an NSS volunteer, you need to identify the problem which is close to you, close to your community, or where you think that you can create a solution, or you can create at least a small level of intervention there. Even a small intervention, like if you are visiting a rural camp, in that area, some of them are not having Aadhaar card. If you can arrange some process to bring Aadhaar card facility to them and camp so that they can get an Aadhaar card, it will be much helpful. So it is not a small solution or intervention. Any intervention in that matter, it is very good. So social innovation is, you need to identify the problem, which is a real problem, which will be having an impact, and finding a solution so that it can be scalable to the wider audience. So it is about creating social value. At the end of the day, it is not only profit. If you see generally what the business is all about is, they are only looking into profit maximization. So there comes the social innovation and also the social entrepreneurial activity, where you not only think about the profit, you will be think about the people and also the planet. So once you think about all these things, you can create a better version of the whatever activity you are taking. So you need to think social innovation is about creating social value. At the end of the day, what is the social value you will be creating? Take if you say whatever the examples we have seen, whether it is a midday meal system, whether it is a solar power, whether it is a association for the informal workers, or it is Aravinda Hospital, whatever the case may be, they at the end of the day, they are looking into creating social value, which will impact a lot of people will be benefited. So it should be effective, efficient, and sustainable. The solution should be in that way. Then only we can take it to the next level. First, you try the solution in a smaller level. Once it is you saw the success rate, then you can take it to the next level. Social innovation or like that. So you try what is a close community, then you can take it to the next level. It should be sustainable. It should be profit, create value to the community, create value to the people who are it meant to be. Right. So drivers of social change, why the social change is happening in the first level. We can see a lot of things happened after COVID. If you see the COVID, during COVID, we have seen migration. How many people have migrated, and also the problems caused by them. Why it is happening in the first level? Because the rural development is not uniform across India. So they are looking for the opportunity, livelihood opportunity. They are coming to the cities. So during the COVID season, we saw how much problem that will cause, and also how much trouble the people are suffering because of that. And the economic change across the sectors. So how it created a lot of changes about, between the haves and have-nots. Technological advancement. When we do the technological advancement during COVID, one fine example, during COVID, education. It is not affordable, as I said, quality of education. It is not affordable, and also lot of students who are not able to have the mobile or internet facility to have access to the education. We have seen a lot of pictures, photos, images shared in the social media, and also across our own friends might be suffering because they're not able to access the internet. They're not having the access to mobile. Then that problem led to the gap in the education. So when the recent report of education was published, they find out that the learning gap become widened. Because of the COVID, a lot of students are not able to attend schools, colleges, the learning gap become widened. So now only it is coming into proportion. So the technological advancement, some of them have the ability or have the facility to have the access, but a lot of people are left behind. So we need to think about how we can draw them to the same level. There, the social innovation will be helping. So cultural change, the change happening in the culture from one state to other state, and also the cultural change happening because of the different developments in the society. That also will be having a major problem. that drives the social change. Now, gender equality, diversity in the organization, lot of things are coming in, the social changes happening because of the cultural change. Then population, as the population increases, we need to think about how to feed them, how to give them engaged, how to make them, give them different health facilities. So population again will create a lot of movements across the globe, and also it will create the people moving towards a move for the livelihood generation, and how they are going, and how these things also the speed up the social change process. Then as a population, now we are the youngest, the youngest age group, highest population is in India. So we are looking into employing them. So at the current rate of employment, we won't be able to give them opportunity. So what the next is, we need to develop, create job opportunities for them. That is why all the state governments and central government looking into how to generate employment. That is why entrepreneurial activities are getting importance. So how we can make them giving not employment seeker, giving employment giver. So giving them more importance to the entrepreneurial activity. Then environmental pressures. We are now looking into global warming, and also the different methods we follow. It is impacting the environment in a much wider way. So we need to move into different aspects, like moving into electric car, other source of energy, then energy efficient ways of doing things, everything we need to look into. So environmental pressures also create social change, and all other factors which are not included in this. So if you see, the social change plays a major role which initiate the social innovation. Once a societal change is happening, automatically we need to find the old solutions may not be applicable to the new problems. When the society changes at large, there are new problems are arising. So the new problems need new solution, new outlook. So once we are gearing up for that, we need to develop that kind of attitude, and also the problem solving mentality. If you see the 21st century skill, we are having the topmost skill ranking comes with the empathy, to understand others, problem solving skills, critical thinking skill. These are the skills which will be considered as a topmost skill, which is needed for all to sustain in the 21st century. So developing an entrepreneurial mindset, developing a problem solving mindset is very, very essential for the in general, but even for NSS volunteers, you need that kind of mentality. Develop the problem solving mentality, develop a critical thinking mentality, so that it can be, when you go to the community, you can see what is the problem there, how you can be a positive contributor to that, and you can find a solution to that problem. Then only the final output, like to be an NSS volunteer, will be it will come into a full circle. The problems created by societal change or altered economic relationships. So now, as I said, there are a lot of digital divide is happening. Divide between haves and have-nots are there. Whatever we have discussed so far, we have now seen around the top less than 10% of the people holding the majority of the income or the profit, or they are the topmost people in India. So if you see that the haves and have-nots, the difference between haves and have-nots is widening. Again, COVID created a lot of turbulence in the industry, or in job market, in the medical aspect, everything. So the difference between the haves and have-nots are increasing. How we can make the divide or the difference lesser? So what we can do, and what we can do at our level. It is not like we need to think in a bigger way, but at present, how we can influence our community, and how can create a value addition to our community, closer community, then that can be extended to other communities. So the winners and losses, gap between that, there is a vicious cycle happening, because the people are not having quality education, quality health, automatically they won't be able to perform well. They won't be able to get access to different livelihood aspect. And again, they are coming into the poverty line. So the poverty become a vicious cycle. So a lot of economic activities are differing. How we do the purchasing. like how we pay now, digital financing aspect. We are paying using UPI, using Aadhaar card for the verification process. So these are the one of the social innovations which speeded up the activity in the society, the change process. So new lifestyles. Now we can see that there are different changes happening in the lifestyle of the people. So after COVID, they become more conscious about their health, and they are looking into healthy options for all, whether it is food, whether it is travel, whether it is their physical fitness, all those things. So new lifestyles are gearing up. Then divide in access to education. As I said, COVID is the best example. We have discussed that. So access to the mobile phones, access to the internet, access to the facilities, that created a lot of divide in the access to education. And we can see the gap, education learning gap also increased. New way of thinking. People now are looking into, as a society, we are tuned towards the industrialization kind of mindset, where we need to produce more. There is no cap in what we aim for, all those things. But people are having a new way of thinking where they stop, they take a pause. This kind of fast moving activity is not going to help. We are taking a lot from the earth. We are not giving back to earth, Mother Earth. So a lot of people are having a different mindset and thinking, pause, take a pause. Then rethink what the business is, rethink how life should be, rethink education. So that's why we now we can see the new NEP, National Education Policy. We are having different variety of things which make student more accessible to the education, and also they can take a break, they can come back, they can have a banking for credit system, so they can transfer that credit to different universities. They can do first year, they can a certificate. All those different innovative way of thinking is coming in the different sectors, especially in education, and how we access the health, how we look the health, how we look into the food. Everything is changing. So new way of thinking is coming up. So there are different mechanisms we can follow. Here, what I have dealt with a few mechanisms which is coming in this area. One is exchanging of ideas and values happening. We are having investments in community investment. All those things are happening. Shifting roles and relationships. And that emission trading is happening. Emission trading across globe. People are talking about carbon trading, emission trading. Then how the innovative way of not only philanthropy, how it can be converted into a best output way of investment. So in investment, there are a lot of innovations happens, how the value investing will be doing. All those things are new social innovation mechanism which is happening. So to speed up the process of social innovation and also social change. So the recent trends in social innovation, as I said, the social entrepreneurship. One of the aspects we discussed when I asked you about what is the learning from the social innovation examples, I have shown one of you have answered it as a social entrepreneurial activity. Yes, now social entrepreneurship is getting importance, getting visibility, and a lot of businesses are moving into social entrepreneurial activity. But when I stop there and when I pause, we all should be, the business itself should be in a way of social entrepreneurship. We have developed all the process when we are having different societal need. The industrialization happened, and industrialization is output of the need of the time, which is very different from what is now. So what is according to the situation currently available, what is the situation now? We need to develop that kind of business models. So social entrepreneurship is one of the model which is the best given situation, which best describes that business, how a business should be run. Then online volunteering. Now volunteering is, NSS itself, it's a volunteering organization. So a volunteering aspect, now people are corporates or are part of the online volunteering process, where the divide between the have and have nots, whether it is knowledge, whether it is money, it can be reduced. Open source. Now recent thing is about, we are talking about having hold of the knowledge, and also the price mechanism which is built into the knowledge, and also the things which is which helps in, which is the problem or which is the base for the divide between the have and have nots. So what we are looking into was creating open source. Now we talk about the open source library, open source education portal, all those things, open source software. So it should not, the money should not be a factor which differentiate or which restrict the people to access it. So open source is one of the social innovation where it creates with help in people to bring in a lot of participation in that activity. Responsible research and innovation. The research and innovation should be responsible not only to spoil the earth and also to have not only the profit motivation, it should be for the social cause also. So the research and innovation should be for the social cause, not only for the profit minded. So innovation in public services, how we access the government. So public services are how different things now. Before a few years before, a lot of things might not be possible. So now the government also bring innovative practices so that it will be helpful for the people. One of the example is Aadhaar card, our government's social innovation part. So that speeded up a lot of process, lot of in banking, in getting loans, in identifying people, all those things that Aadhaar card helped in a lot of way. So the innovation in public services. Collaborative approach. Now, if you see the different 17 sustainable development goal, one of the goal is about collaboration. So here we are not talking about the individual success. It is about collaborating with all and how we can make the world or the success as a collaborative effort. So we talk about the collaboration which need to be happening. Then social innovation in tourism, ecotourism, how we can create the community, the rural community, be part of the tourism aspect, and how we can create innovative models in involving the rural community, also the community as such in the tourism process. So social innovation in tourism is happening a lot. Then localized influences, how we can have the community which is a success factor which can be taken into the other parts, how the localized influences can create change. That will help in speed up the process. Then innovation diffusion, how fast the innovation diffusion happens. So Aadhaar, it widespread in India. We are having everyone around 90–80% will be having the Aadhaar. So how fast the innovation is into the people's hand so that it can be used. Another example is UPI. So UPI, you use the GPay, Google, GPay, then Paytm, all those aspects based on the UPI. UPI is one innovation which speeded up the process and the social diffusion happened in a faster way, so that all can, even if you see the rural part also, you can use Paytm or Google Pay to pay the your transactions. So it made it the solution easy to reach into the rural parts. So how fast it can be taken into the level. This is the process, how social innovation happens, the prompts, the identification of problem, and now then you analyze whether it can be further taken into and create a prototype. The prototype will be in a smaller level. You test in the community whether it is sustaining. Then once it is sustaining in that community, the same model can be taken into the scaling process. Once it is scaled, it can create a system change in the whole process. So system change is the process, is the final output where it will be started in a small level, identifying a problem, then validate the problem, whether and finding a solution for that. Once social innovation, so system change is the final output of this whole process. So once the system change happens, the whole thing will be changed for good. So that create the effective social value. So these are the two things which I'm not going to play now as a time constraint. Ma'am, whether we are having time now, whether I can continue?
Ma'am, we have another 5 to 8 minutes, ma'am.
Yeah. This will be the, yeah. Okay. So if you see the social innovation framework, this is just to give you an idea. you need to find out the problem. As I said, problem identification is the first step. So here we are talking about the left side of the screen. You might be seeing the mission. What is the behavior expected? The process. What is the process we will be going on? Then what is the skill needed in each level, and the task we will be doing. So the social innovation, the previous slide I was showing, what is a whole process, how the systematic change will help in bringing system change and also social value creation happens. So this is one of that aspect. So identifying the problem, then create idea for solving that problem, and which will end up in prototype. So this aspect is the whole process. So once the prototype is ready, you check for the sustainability. Once it is sustainable in that community, you can talk about scaling, taking into the different communities, and then you can create a systematic change in the process. So I was discussing about the 21st century skill, the empathy skill, which is very important in that process, where the empathy is you understand others from their point of view so that you can create solution for what the problem they are facing. So it is not sympathy, understanding others, but empathy, looking more into their aspect and identifying without any judgment. You understand others so that or understanding the problem, or the understanding what is the effect of that problem that person is facing, then you create solution. Yes, ma'am. We can go for the question answer session. So I will be sharing this PPT with your faculty. If you need, you can get access to it. Yeah, if you have any questions related to social innovation and also social entrepreneurship, you are welcome.
Dear participants, if you have any questions, you can post it in the chat box. Ma'am will be answering for it.
Yeah, to give you what so far happened, we started with the social innovation models like Mahatma Gandhi, Vinoba, Kamarajar, or Dr. We all are the social innovators. Their innovation is having a impact on the society. So we talked about the examples first, then we moved on to the theoretical aspect of what social innovation is, what is the social innovation process, how societal change happens, and also how societal change will have an impact on the society, and also what can be done to solve that problem. So we ended up with the whole process of social innovation, where you start with the social problem, then find out the idea, different way of solving that problem, implement that in one particular community. If that it is sustaining, you can take that to the different community scaling aspect, and thereby you create a systematic change in the society. So that is a whole crisp gist of what we have discussed today. Yeah, how we can make it profitable if it is a social innovation. Yeah, thank you, Priyanka ma'am. Like the social innovation, there is a different models in innovation, and business models also happens. So what is the problem is we think that if we are talking about a social entrepreneurial activity, social entrepreneurship, we are not we will not make money, we are not making profit. It is not like that. NGO is a concept where they will be depending upon the funding from outside, but social entrepreneurship activity is sustainable running the business. So you create profit. The profit is not only the motivation, but your motivation will be the change of a society or a problem solution for the problem. So that with that you can create profit. For example, if you take Aravind Eye Hospital, they are giving freemium model, and also they are giving the paid version also. So a person who want to have access to the paid version, they can pay money and they can get the service. And if you want to have the free service, you can have it. So they are having the business in such a way that this profit it can be sustained, and they are collaborating with government for the funding also, which in general they will be for a small amount of payment they will be getting from the funding for the freemium model which they are doing from the government schemes. So it is like how you balance the profit and also the problem you are solving in a better way.
Ma'am, are you there in the meeting? You are not audible, ma'am. Dear participant, I hope the resource person is having some technical issues. Until then, I request the participants to fill in the feedback forms where you will receive your certificate as soon as you fill it out. Kindly fill the feedback form, participants.
Okay, sorry, my laptop got freezed. Okay, yeah.
No issues, ma'am.
Any questions, ma'am, so far?
Ma'am, we had a question in the chat box regarding from the NSS. The people are ready to work analyzing the problems in our locality and other things. They are finding problems with the finance and other things, ma'am. Is there any organization that would help us collaborate with them and do such kind of activities? That was one question that was posted by the students, ma'am.
Okay, so they are. If the students are ready, they need to identify which area of work they need to do, like which, like education, health. That was I was discussing lastly. So they need to identify which area they want to work. So once they identified the area, then they can approach different NGOs working in this sector. I will share my mail ID in this so that they can send a mail to me. So based on the area they want to work, I will share the organization's name. Few organizations I will recommend.
Thank you, ma'am. I
There are
hope
a lot
that
of
has answered their
organizations.
question.
Yeah.
Ma'am, one student has shared that our college is located in a marketplace. So we found out the problem of cleanliness there, where they find it very difficult to come to college. The roadway that they use, it was very untidy. The NSS volunteers, keeping in mind the NSS Day celebration, they cleaned the market and they have contributed in that way to that problem. One NSS volunteer has shared her experience with us, ma'am, through the chat
Okay.
box when you were not there.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. So this is a good aspects which they are doing, but don't stop on special days only. What I'm recommending is talk to each shopkeeper, bringing a change in their process, how they are handling the waste. So since the college and so one of the process you can take it forward, ma'am. Students, if you are really interested, you can take that as a project actually, and even you can get funding also for that project. Create a behavioral change in that locality to manage the waste in a better way. You can tie up with Chennai. Like that you can identify in the near by area itself. You can. I think if I'm correct, there is a vegetable market also there. You can get that vegetable, the decayed vegetable or whatever the vegetable waste they are creating. You can create a decomposter in the college itself as part of the NSS program.
Sure, ma'am. In the coming up days, we will be working upon it, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The projects, if you can take it, will be good visibility for you also as a college, as an NSS aspect.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Sure, for sure, we will consider this and we will show you the developments that we have done in the locality, ma'am.
Yes. I
Thank
know
you,
a lot
thank you,
of
ma'am.
activities you are all doing as a part of NSS, always vibrant in NSS activities, but I wish you more.
Thank you, ma'am. Looking forward for more activities like this, which would help the society in any kind of development, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, shall we wind up the session with a vote of thanks, ma'am?
Yes, you can go
Okay,
ahead.
ma'am. Now I call upon Anusha, NSS Secretary Shift 1, to propose the vote of thanks.
It gives me great pleasure in the proposing the vote of thanks for today's event. First and foremost, I would like to thank our resource person, Ms. Anita ma'am, who made this event very interactive and inspiring. We surely believe that the students had learned a lot of today's webinar. Thank you, ma'am. Secondly, I would like to thank your corresponding sir, principal ma'am and vice principal ma'am for their continuous support in all our endeavors. I would like to thank our NSS program officers. Last but not the least, I would like to thank our dear participants for their inputs. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, I express my to the NSS